Uganda is accelerating into the future with Kiira Motors Corporation, a homegrown electric vehicle manufacturer redefining mobility in Africa. Born from a university project and backed by the government, KMC is proving that innovation doesn't have to come from abroad. With solar-powered buses, local job creation, and a vision to cut emissions, KMC represents more than just a car company. It's a symbol of African self-reliance. In a continent where imported used vehicles dominate the roads, KMC is challenging the norm with sustainable, locally built solutions.
From city streets to rural highways, Kiira's electric vehicles are designed for Africa, by Africa, and with Africa's future in mind. Kiira Motors Corporation, KMC, was established in 2014 as Uganda's first indigenous automotive manufacturer.
The company originated from a 2009 engineering project at Makerere University, funded by the Ugandan government. In 2011, students and faculty unveiled the Kiira EV, a prototype hybrid sedan, marking Uganda's entry into vehicle manufacturing.
The project's success led the Ugandan government to establish KMC as a state-owned enterprise. KMC's mission is to drive Africa's shift to sustainable mobility through locally manufactured electric vehicles. The Kiira AV SMAC is a 35-seater electric bus designed for urban public transport in African cities. It includes solar panels integrated into the roof to support its lithium-ion battery system. The Solar Assist extends the vehicle's range to about 80 to 100 kilometers per charge, depending on the weather. The electric motor produces zero tailpipe emissions, helping reduce urban air pollution.
The bus is adapted to handle Uganda's rugged terrain and tropical climate.
KMC's Jinja vehicle plant, inaugurated in 2023, is the co-production facility for electric vehicles. The plant has an initial annual production capacity of 5,000 vehicles, with plans for expansion.
Local sourcing of materials such as steel and textiles is prioritized to strengthen Ugandan industries. KMC partners with universities to train engineers in electric vehicle technology. The initiative has created over 500 direct jobs and thousands more across supply chains. Production costs remain high due to the absence of local battery manufacturing. The reliance on imported components like semiconductors adds to the expense. Uganda's EV charging infrastructure is underdeveloped, with only 10 solar-powered stations. Affordability is a concern, with the EV SMAC priced at base at $30,000 for diesel buses.
KMC is pursuing partnerships with global automakers to reduce costs through technology transfer. Uganda's national automotive policy designates KMC as a strategic national asset. The government provides tax incentives for both EV buyers and manufacturers.
The United Nations Industrial Development Organization offers technical assistance to KMC. KMC showcased the EV SMAC at COP28 in 2023, drawing attention from investors. The African Development Bank has pledged $20 million to support EV charging infrastructure. KMC is developing a multi-purpose electric vehicle for logistics and commercial applications. A smaller 22-seater electric minibus is also planned for use in rural transport. The Kiira EVS, an earlier model, is being upgraded for greater range. A hybrid solar-electric sedan for private consumers is scheduled for release by 2026.
KMC is testing battery swapping stations to reduce vehicle charging time. Research is underway into extracting lithium locally from Uganda's mines to produce cheaper batteries. AI-based energy management systems are being developed to optimize solar energy usage. KMC is partnering with German and Chinese firms for advanced electric motor technologies. Compared to Morocco's Mobilize and Nigeria's Innocent, KMC competes in cost and scalability. KMC's key advantage is its solar integration suited to Africa's energy landscape. There is export potential to East African community countries under existing trade agreements.
KMC faces competition from used imported vehicles that dominate the African auto market. Each F-SMAC reduces carbon emissions by approximately 50 tons annually compared to diesel buses. The use of solar power cuts operational costs for transport operators by around 30%.
KMC's progress could motivate other African startups to join the EV manufacturing sector. The project aligns with Uganda's Vision 2040 strategy for national industrial development. KMC aims to achieve 30% local content in vehicle components by 2030.
A /100 million expansion is proposed to include a battery assembly plant. Uganda's EV adoption goal is for electric vehicles to make up 10% of all vehicles by 2035. Kiira Motors symbolizes Africa's capacity to leapfrog traditional fossil fuel dependency.
Kiira Motors is pioneering African-made electric vehicles using solar-powered technology. Despite challenges with cost, infrastructure, and imports, KMC is forming valuable partnerships. The EV SMAC
has the potential to transform public transport in sun-rich, fuel-reliant regions. KMC's success depends on continued government support, local industry collaboration, and global partnerships. Kiira Motors Corporation represents Uganda's bold ambition to lead Africa's electric vehicle revolution. The company's origins trace back to an engineering project at Makerere University in 2009. A team of students and faculty developed Uganda's first hybrid vehicle prototype called the Kiira EV. This groundbreaking achievement in 2011 proved Uganda had the technical capability for automotive manufacturing.
The Ugandan government formally established Kiira Motors Corporation in 2014 to commercialize these innovations. KMC operates as a state-owned enterprise under the Ministry of Science and Technology. The company's vision extends beyond vehicle production to transforming Africa's transportation ecosystem.
At the heart of KMC's innovation is the Kiira AV SMAC solar electric bus. This 35-seater public transport vehicle combines lithium-ion batteries with solar roof panels. The integrated solar system provides supplemental power, extending the bus's range.
Under optimal conditions, the EV SMAC can travel 80 to 100 kilometers on a single charge. The vehicle's design specifically addresses Africa's transportation challenges and climate conditions. KMC manufactures the buses at its Jinja vehicle plant, which opened in 2023. The production facility represents a $40 million investment in Uganda's industrial capacity. Current annual production stands at 50 buses, with plans to scale to 5,000 vehicles by 2030. Local content is prioritized, with 25% of components currently sourced within Uganda. The seats use locally manufactured textiles, while the steel frame comes from Ugandan mills. KMC has created over 500 direct jobs and an estimated 2,000 indirect jobs. The company runs apprenticeship programs with technical institutes to build local expertise. Each EV SMAC bus costs approximately $50,000 to manufacture currently. This price point remains challenging compared to $30,000 diesel alternatives. KMC is working with suppliers to reduce costs through economies of scale. The government offers 15% tax incentives for buyers to improve affordability. Operational costs show significant savings, with electricity cheaper than diesel.
Maintenance expenses are 40% lower than conventional buses due to fewer moving parts. Charging infrastructure remains a key challenge for widespread adoption. Uganda currently has just 10 operational solar-powered charging stations. The African Development Bank is financing 50 additional stations across major routes.
KMC is testing battery swapping technology to reduce downtime for buses. The company has partnered with German engineering firm Siemens on smart charging solutions. At COP28, KMC showcased the EV SMAC as an African climate solution. The bus's solar integration drew particular interest from sun-rich nations. Uganda's national automotive policy designates EVs as a strategic priority. The government has committed to converting 20% of its fleet to electric by 2030. KMC is developing a smaller 22-seater version for rural routes. The next phase includes an electric pickup truck for commercial use. Engineers are working on a solar hybrid sedan for private consumers. KMC's research team is exploring local lithium battery production. Uganda discovered significant lithium deposits in 2020 in the central region. Developing domestic battery manufacturing could reduce cost by 30%. The company faces competition from established Chinese EV manufacturers. Used vehicle imports from Japan and Europe dominate Uganda's market. KMC emphasizes local after-sales service as a competitive advantage. Each EV SMAC reduces approximately 50 tons of CO2 annually. The buses operate 30% quieter than diesel models, reducing noise pollution. Solar charging during daylight hours eases pressure on Uganda's grid. KMC has trained 200 technicians in EV maintenance and repair. The company plans to open service centers in 5 major cities. A mobile app for bus tracking and payment is in development. KMC aims to export buses to neighboring Kenya and Tanzania. The East African community is harmonizing EV standards and tariffs. Rwanda has expressed interest in adopting the EV SMAC for Kigali's routes. Challenges include high interest rates for vehicle financing. KMC is negotiating with banks for special EV loan packages. The company has attracted $15 million in foreign investment. A $20 million expansion plan includes a battery assembly plant. KMC's success could inspire similar initiatives across Africa. South Africa and Morocco are watching Uganda's EV progress closely. The African Continental Free Trade Area could boost regional EV sales. Kiira Motors represents Africa's potential to leapfrog to clean mobility. The EV SMAC demonstrates how appropriate technology can solve local challenges. Uganda's Vision 2040 identifies automotive manufacturing as an economic pillar. KMC's model combines academic research with industrial application. The company maintains strong ties with Makerere University engineering faculty. Students regularly intern at the Jinja plant, gaining hands-on experience. KMC has filed 12 patents related to its EV innovations. The solar charging system has attracted licensing inquiries. Future plans include autonomous driving features for fixed routes. KMC is collaborating with Microsoft on AI-based predictive maintenance. The company's story reflects Africa's growing technological confidence. From prototype to production, KMC has overcome skepticism. The EV SMAC's design incorporates Ugandan cultural motifs. Passengers report preferring the smoother, quieter electric ride. Drivers require special training to maximize regenerative braking. KMC publishes regular sustainability reports on its operations. The company has won several international awards for innovation. Kiira Motors stands as a symbol of Uganda's industrial ambition. The journey from university project to automotive manufacturer inspires youth. Africa's EV market is projected to grow 25% annually this decade. KMC aims to capture 10% of the regional electric bus market. Success depends on continued policy support and investment. The EV SMAC shows how Africa can address climate change creatively. Kiira Motors is writing a new chapter in African industrialization.